Hey guys, it's me, Melly. Welcome back to my channel, Melly's Adventures. No. Oh my god, it's been that long since I've recorded a video. Well, it's not been long, it's been a week. Anyway, welcome back to Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. I did actually do a video last week. I wanted to let you guys know. But for some reason, YouTube kept erroring out when I was trying to upload it, and then finally it just kind of gave up and whatever. It was my question of the week video. It wasn't that major. I didn't talk about anything too important. So there's that. You have to excuse my voice. I've been sick, which is probably the other reason why I have not recorded anything. I've just been not feeling up to par. It's, you know, if you look at me, you could see I'm obviously getting over something. Anyway, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning and checking out my videos. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause for a second because my husband was calling me. Anyway, which is something new because I didn't know I could pause a video before. Or at least, yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, new subscriber. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Let me tell you a little bit about the channel. I know I seem a little bit low. I'm sitting on the chair, but the pillow is not as high as it normally is because I'm sitting on a different pillow, and I'm tiny. And this table is higher than, you know, the chair's lower. It's like a kitchen table chair, not like a desk chair. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about my channel. Basically, it's basically just me sharing my love of crochet and books. Things I've read, things I want to read, recommendations, yarn adventures, things I've bought, things I've made, things I've found, patterns I recommend, patterns that may be recommended to me, etc., etc., etc. Basically, I'm here just to chat and share my love of all things yarn and books. So if that's something that interests you, keep watching. If it's not, that's okay. I don't judge. If this is not for you, fine. I do not do tutorials, and the reason why, I will tell you, I say it in every video. So if you're a returning subscriber, you already know. But if you're new and this is the first time you're watching me, I use my desktop computer and I use my mobile device to record. I do not have fancy equipment. I do not have a fancy camera. And the reason is because, one, I'm just starting out on YouTube. Or I've started and stopped, and now I'm restarting. And I have kids, and I cannot justify buying fancy equipment for myself to make videos. At least not now. I have young kids. I have a teenager, I have a high schooler, a middle schooler, and a preschooler. So, I cannot justify spending money on expensive cameras and equipment. And yeah, I know I can get them used or refurbished or whatever, but I can spend that money that I would spend on a camera on my kids. The only reason why we have a computer in my house is because my kids need it for school. Otherwise, I have my mobile. I don't need a computer. Basically, this is for my kids' use. And when they're not at home, I use it to record videos. But I don't use the computer very often because I use my phone. Anyway, so there's all the details of my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, share, thumbs up. If you like what you see, if you don't, like I said, I don't judge. There's a million other channels out there. You might find something that suits you better. It's fine. Anyway, what have I been up to? Well, as I said, I've been sick, if you hear my voice. And no, I'm not drinking tea, I'm drinking coffee because I haven't had coffee in like 2 days. And I've been drinking tea, so I'm teed out. It started last week with a mild fever on and off. but not like anything that was over like 99 or 100. A low grade fever, I guess you could say. And I ignored it. So Saturday I went to worked Saturday night, came home. I well, yeah, I worked 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. By Saturday evening, I was not feeling very well. But I wasn't quite sure if it was just I was tired or what. Woke up Sunday morning, had to go to work at 3 p.m. Woke up around 10 and was like, oh crap. But I gotta go to work. I went to work. Everybody's like, I did not have a voice. I could barely breathe. I could barely. Excuse me. If you hear me, it sounded like I was having an asthma attack. Customers were like, are you sick? Are you okay? What's the matter? And I'm like, no, I think I'm coming down with something, and it's kind of like my chest is tight, so I'm not having difficulty breathing, but I feel kind of like as if something is sitting on my chest without me being like wheezing or anything or asthma. And it was affecting my voice. Even one of the managers was like, you're not looking that great, and would you like to go home? And I was like, no, because I'm, kids equal expenses. I cannot lose work. Woke up on Monday, still felt like crap. But my kids had off from school, or two of my three, my two younger ones. So I got to stay and rest a little bit. Woke up yesterday, still felt like crap. But crap to the point where I had no voice. I could not breathe. I was like, okay, I feel like I'm having an asthma attack. I need to go to the doctors. Took my son to school. And I had the chills, but I didn't have a fever. Took my son to school. On the way from leaving the school, I called my doctor's office. And they're like, oh, well, your doctor's not in yet, but you can see the nurse practitioner. I said, that's fine. I just need to be seen. I'm sick. I need to be seen. If you're aware, I believe I mentioned it before on my channel. I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease, which means that my immune system is compromised. And the medicine and basically rheumatoid arthritis, what it means is my immune system attacks my body. And you would say rheumatoid arthritis, mostly it's your bones and joints or whatever, but it can attack other organs of your body. And the medication I'm on is an immunosuppressant, which means that it basically kills my immune system so that my body doesn't attack itself. My immune system does not attack itself. It doesn't kill it. It just kind of like weakens it even more. So when I get sick, I get sick. And I know that when I feel something coming, it's coming. And it's coming, and it's, it's not going to be pretty. So I told the lady at the front desk, I said, I don't care who I see. I just need to be seen to make sure that I'm not dying. And because that's how I felt. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I was seen. Well, I get seen by the nurse practitioner who has two students with her. And this student is like, at the end of it, I was just like, did I go over everything with her? So the nurse practitioner who I have seen is like, no, you missed so much. So I'm like, I'm probably dying and you're going to tell me I'm fine. Well, of course I didn't say that. I thought that. So then the nurse practitioner is like, oh, she listens to my lungs. She's like, you sound clear. I'm going to give you a cough suppressant to kind of open it up. Well, an expectorant, not cough suppressant. So open you up a little bit to try to see if we could get any phlegm, if you have any phlegm. So I said, I don't have that. Like, she was like, your lungs, you're not wheezing or anything. She's like, it's just a common cold. Well, my common cold feels like I got the goddamn flu. So, whatever. Fine. Do what you gotta do. She was like, she goes, oh, I want you to rest for a couple days. Look, lady, I got work. I said, can you write me a note, take me out of work? I gotta be at work tonight. And so she said, that's fine. And she wrote me a note. And then I called my job, and they're like, my actual manager was like, what? I said, look, I'm sick. I came to work on Sunday. You saw me. You saw I was getting sick. I just saw my doctor, and she wants me on bed rest and to start taking the medicine she's prescribing. I said, I have a doctor's note, so you can't tell me no. Okay, my printer's possessed. Anyway, I just so got off topic. It wasn't even funny. On to, okay. Anyway, so that's what's been going on in my life. I just rambled for like 5 minutes about me being sick. Anyway, that's what's been going on in my life. What have I been up to in the yarn department? Well, you guys know that I'm making my campfire cardigan. I'm so sick of looking at it. It's not even funny. I don't know if it's because it's so much work or if it's just large. I don't know. But I'm done the sleeves. And I was going to continue in the granny square. But then I think because of the size that they would have been way too big, like baggy. And I didn't like that. Because then it would have looked like I made something that didn't fit me. So what I did was, at the end of where it was the granny square pattern, or the granny stripe pattern, the clusters, I did one more cluster when I changed color, and then I did a round of single crochet 2 together to kind of make it smaller, like every 3, like 2 single crochet 2 together, and then I did a single crochet of about this much in a rounds to make, like, it goes up to about right here. But then when I put my arms down, it reaches my wrist. So I was going to make a hood on it, but then like I said, I'm tired of looking at it, and I have ends to weave in, and I don't even feel like doing it. Like, I'm like, eh. So what I decided to do, instead of putting a hood on it, I'm going to just go around the neckline, like the border around the neck, down and around the edge of the end of the jacket in gray, and possibly maybe a blue. I'm not quite sure, but I just want to, like, you can't tell, but it doesn't close all the way. It kind of comes a quarter of the way, so there's like this much space between the two sides, and I want to just make it a little bit so I can close it a little bit. I'm not going to put buttons or anything on it. I'm just going to use it as more like a house jacket for, you know, when I don't want to wear my shawl. Maybe I should drink tea instead of coffee. It might help my throat a little bit. Anyway, sorry about that. So that's what I'm working. Well, I'm almost finished that, but I'm gonna put a stop on that for a little while because I'm sick of looking at it. And because I was so sick of looking at it, you know, I have my rule. If I'm doing one big project, I only do one big project. And to me, that is a big project. That's like almost like a blanket type project. You know, it's a larger project. So I have a couple other things I'm working on. Oh, wait, I gotta get one of them because I forgot. It's over there. Anyway, 2 other things I'm working. Well, I just finished one. And I think I have enough for a hat to match this. This is Ice Brand Yarn Magic Glitz. And I guess, I don't know, autumn colors. There's just a cow. Can you see? Don't mind my shirt, but it's a cow. Is there an end that needs to be weaved in? Possibly. Anyway, it's just a cow. I might make a hat to match. Not quite sure. I might put it up for sale. Not quite sure. If I can get anybody to buy any of my stuff. I post on my Facebook page. For just people that I know, you know, that you know, I can get it too easily because postage is not cheap. And I don't want to overprice my stuff in order to be able to cover postage. Or I don't want to add postage into the price just to be able to make a profit. Does that make sense? Same thing. The other thing I'm working on is, another candle. This is from Vantage Choice, Lion Brand Vantage Choice. And I actually started this because I was trying out a new hook, which I will show you guys in a second. And I noticed that, if you see, because I started off with the green, and I guess I started off too tight, even though I think it was the yarn. The yarn was weird. Like, I tried like 4 different types of stitches, and the yarn kept puckering and going like, like my first 3 rows would kind of look like this. Like it would turn. Like it would, so it was like U-shaped instead of flat and straight. Anyway, so this is another cowl, but this one is a short one. So it's just meant to go like this. And it's in the colorway, I guess you could wear it like this, whatever. Go like this. Doesn't really cover the back of your head, but whatever. It's in the colorway linen, and which is the white, and the green is called sage. And it kind of reminds me, if you're from Philly or whatever, football fan, it's Eagle colors, which I didn't realize at the time until after I looked at it. And then I'm working on a matching hat. This is the rest of the white that I had left, or cream, or linen, or kind of looks like a dirty white, but whatever. And then I'm going to go around again. So it'll be half, whatever. And I'm probably will find like a cream color pom-pom to put on it. So there's that. Acquisition. So that's what I'm working on. Thinking about, after I start this, I'm going to actually probably most likely put away my cardigan. I might wear it as is. Like, I don't even care. I just want to be done with it. I may start my mother-in-law's Christmas present, which is the Cakes and Candles shawl. But the problem is that the yarn I was going to use, I have another ball of this, which is Savor. But I don't have any more purple yarn. And her favorite color is light purple or peach. And I can't find a color I like within AC Moore. Which is odd, right? But I can't find the color. So I don't know what to do. I actually, which gets me onto my acquisitions, actually had ordered pastel cotton from IS. It came yesterday, and there's a whole story behind FedEx and my order, which I'll get into another day. I actually ordered this, which is pastel cotton in the colorway pink shades, light lilac and peach. Which lilac, like, you can't even see it, but there's lilac in it, and it's really pretty. And I was thinking about doing the Cakes and Candle shawl on that. However, since it's winter time, I don't know if this would be appropriate for it. But it's, plus the yarn isn't what I expected. Like, it's really not what I expected. I expected it to be a little bit soft. I mean, it's soft, but I don't know. It's got like, I don't know. It's just odd. But, I mean, I've had other people use this yarn, like Jan from Jan Crothers' channel, or the Urban Gypsy. I don't know why she doesn't just change her channel to Jan the Urban Gypsy Crochet. So that way you guys know who I'm talking about. used a similar, well, this yarn but a different color to make a summer top, and I had asked her about it, and she said that, you know, it was pretty nice to work with. So maybe a lightweight shawl, like I don't know. I'm gonna make it and see how it comes out, and if I like it, I like it. The other thing I ordered was, I guess, sorry about that. I guess you guys, I guess I can now say I have a favorite ice yarn. My son wants me to make him a hoodie sweater, just like a pullover, an easy one. And I found a hoodie sweater from Bag O' Day Crochet that I can kind of adapt and put a hood on. Because the hood is easy. All you got to do is just crochet back and forth on half the neckline and then fold it and seam the top. Which is Classic Aran. Classic Aran in dark copper. This is the yarn that I made my fall blanket colors out of, but their colors are dwindling. So ice yarns, if you're watching, please add better colors to this yarn, because I love this yarn. I mean, I would buy this yarn and make everything from this yarn. And he actually liked the color, this red, so. And then when it came yesterday, he looked at it and goes, I don't want my sweater no more. It took too long to get here. Like, little boy, it took 4 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, it took 6 days. But whatever, get over it. Like, it'll take me a week to make the sweater and you'll have it. It's not even that cold yet. So I'm going to start that. I'm going to make it even though he told me not to. Then the other stuff I bought, other acquisitions I have is, let me see if I can find them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I saw Jan from Jan Carruthers channel, Jan Carruthers, using Susan Bates hooks, the bamboo ones, and I wanted to try it out. Now, I bought it for my job with my discount and everything. Plus, I want it like with the clover hooks, or even with my cheapy hooks from Wish. That's not even it. I want to try to learn how to crochet holding my hook like this. And I like the way I can do it with the clover, but I wanted to try with metal hooks. So I bought this, and that's actually what I tried to start this with. This is not the hook I used, but maybe the hook was too small for the yarn. Whatever. Anyway, so I bought this one. And this is actually what I made this with. And this is the moss stitch. So, I don't know if it's because I'm used to using specific hooks, that maybe the sizes are a little bit different and they're smaller, or what. But I bought this and I like it. I try to use it like this. It works, but sometimes it can be uncomfortable. I notice with clover hooks I can crochet like this when my shoulder starts to hurt. So I bought this. And then when I realized that this was too small for this yarn, the next day at work, I bought this one. Oh, this one is an H8 5mm. This one is an J10 6mm. And then on Sunday, I bought this one, which is a 5.5, and I haven't used this one yet. And I bought this one, which is a 6.5. So I have a 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5. I may buy a 7. I haven't decided yet. But I think I'm going to use this one for my Christmas blanket, which is coming up. And I think my ice yarn says 4 to 5 millimeter knitting needles. So I think I'll use use my 5.5 because I haven't used that one yet for this. For my cakes and candles. But I'm actually using my gold one for my hat. So that's that. That was my acquisitions, yarn and hook. Do I like them? Okay, let me real quick review. I like them. I do have hooks that were my mom's that are metal. I actually do have a Susan Bates hook that's from years and years and years and years and years ago. It's, I think it's a J10. Yeah, I think it's a 6.5. And I really, really like it. It doesn't have the bamboo, but it's metal. And it's like a grayish metal. Like a dull gray metal. And I like it. And it's my mom, so it's special to me. So I knew I liked Susan Bates, but I just didn't know which one I was going to like because I don't like plastic hooks because they're uncomfortable to me. And I have boy hooks, some that were my mom's and some that I bought when I first started crocheting. And they're okay also, but again, the grip. And I've tried the pencil grip thingies that they only fit but so far. And I know I could probably do the polymer clay. Now that I work at AC Moore, I can get it and do it, but I don't know how to do that. And that's too much work. But anyway, I guess I'm going to let you guys go. So let's see. Oh, we did the yarn, we did the crochet, we did the finished objects, works in progress. What else? Oh, books. I haven't bought any books. I'm not reading anything. I was supposed to be taking part in the Spookathon, which I don't even know if it started yet. This is what happens when you get sick. Like, things just fall to the side and you forget. So, I have no clue what's what. But I'm not reading anything only because since I've been sick, what's today's date? Today's the 16th. It started 2 days ago and I haven't read anything before. Anyway, for Spookathon hosted by Lala or Books and Lala, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should read something instead of crocheting while I'm waiting for laundry to be done. I'll read a little bit, then I'll crochet a little bit. I was reading this vampire book on my Kindle. It's like short story, but it's starting to get boring. So yeah, that's it. I'm not reading. I haven't sat down and read because I've been sick and I've been sleeping. And I actually started this hat last night when I couldn't sleep because I slept not all afternoon, but once I went and got my son, I came back and he kind of came upstairs and laid with me and fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep because obviously that's bad parenting. He sat in the bed with me and he was watching, he was playing on his Kindle, and I kind of like, not quite dozed off, but kind of like just closed my eyes and listened, like I could hear him. And my other child was home anyway, so it didn't matter. Then my husband came home. And my oldest daughter cooked a quick dinner for my family because my husband doesn't know how to cook. And my husband just let me sleep. So when I woke up at like 9 o'clock that night, last night, I was not tired. I don't think I fell back to sleep until like 1 in the morning. But I think I needed that sleep to feel better. Anyway, so that's it for now, guys. Sorry the video's so long, just about a half hour. So if you watched to the end, thank you. Listening to my rambling. And my lovely Christmas stocking, which stay up all year. Don't you love it? Oh my God. Everybody comes to my house and is like, why do you have Christmas stockings up? And I tell them, because they're zip tied to the railing and they're very hard to cut off. And what I do when I decorate the railing is I cover it so you don't even know they're zip tied. They look like they're floating. Anyway, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me if you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you're working on, what you finished. Any suggestions, any yarn patterns, yarn ideas, you know, all that stuff. So, talk to you later. That's it. Bye.